Hey guys, so I wanted to film my July favorites, which will happen over the weekend, but I am going to a bachelorette party, and then next week I'm going to San Francisco and Sonoma. I was in San Francisco once and it was for work, and so I didn't really get to see anything. So I'm super excited. I'm going to Outside Lands Music Festival, Radiohead, and LCD Sound System are playing amongst a lot of other bands, so I'm super excited about that. Going to check out Wine Country, all of that. Um, I was having some problems. I filmed a really large haul video that was like clothing and shoes and stuff like that, and it didn't, like, the sound really didn't work. Hope it works this time, fingers crossed, but hopefully I can get this up before I go away. And then I'm going to Tulum. We just found out that our office is closed the last week in August. My birthday is the 24th. I don't really know anybody else that just like has off from work, so I figured I'd take advantage of the time and go on a tour. Heard a lot of people going to Tulum on their own. I've never traveled alone, so I've also never been to Mexico, which is kind of weird. But I'm booked my flight there. I haven't booked the flight back because it was really expensive, and I'm waiting hopefully until it goes down. But if anybody has any recommendations for Tulum, let me know down below. Also, what you think about traveling solo. Have you done it before? What do you think? I'm planning on just, relaxing on the beach, doing some yoga, checking out some restaurants and things like that. So I'm pretty excited. Figuring out the kinks that just kind of happened last week. And so I've been jumping on that opportunity. Just some favorites, some makeup. So it's been so hot in New York, and I just had one of those days where I'm just like PMSing like a ton. I was gonna go to yoga, and then I said no. I'm gonna come home and have a glass of wine. So I just poured myself this glass of wine. I won't drink it while I'm filming. Maybe I will, but sometimes you just need some wine. You're over 21. First, I wanted to show you my nails because I got them done yesterday. I had to get them done a bit early, but I did this they're hand painted. I hope you can see those. So the palm fronds, can you see those? Yeah. These palm fronds are hand painted, and then the base is just white, and then there's a little tiny black stone that you can barely see, but that's what they look like there. If I can get my MacBook to focus, they're really cool. So I did the thumb and middle finger on this hand, and then the pointer and ring finger on this hand. So I'm in love with that. I've been really, really, really being, like, my skincare routine, I think, like, fingers crossed, I've gotten something good going. Been using religiously for the past, 8 months, the Luna oil at night, and then during the day, I just use CeraVe stuff. If you want me to do a skincare routine, I am more than happy to do that. That's kind of kept my skin pretty good. I wear foundation, and I wear some bronzer and some blush, and then I have been just keeping it simple. I've just been wearing mascara and then some blush. So first off, I've talked about this in years past. I repurchase this every time. My skin is super, super sensitive. And I've been loving, before this was at Sephora, I don't know how I discovered this, but the Kula Face Classic Sunscreen, and the one that I have is in cucumber. I think the last one I had was in cucumber as well. They have an unscented one, but it is SPF 30 for your face, and this has never irritated my skin at all. The Gina, I think, is one of them. They're the one, like, Neutrogena is one of the ones that say, like, they're very good for your skin, but I've read and I've experienced really bad, like, heat rash. Like, I think that it doesn't let your skin breathe, and then, like, I've had, like, severe heat rash, like, itching, like, really uncomfortable. That happened to me last summer. So I've just stuck with this Kula on my face, and then I used, like, the Copper Tone Sport spray, and I'm sure there's others that I can use, but I don't really want to test them because I'm just nervous, so I just keep using that. Both are in 30. Reapply often. I picked up a concealer, and I'm not one to use concealer. I have the MAC Studio Fix concealer that I use for, like, spots on my face. It's the one that my sister uses, and so, like, every time I was at home, I would borrow hers. But I don't know why lately I've just wanted to put stuff under my eyes. I don't have a problem with bags under my eyes, but sometimes I just want to brighten it a bit. So I picked up this Born This Way Too Faced Natural Radiant Concealer. This is, I think, the only thing that I've ever tried from Too Faced. I could be wrong. I think I've tried their shadow insurance, but I don't own anything else. I don't know why, but like the Too Faced brand doesn't really appeal to me. It looks very cheesy and childish, and like not in a good way. I'm all for like the childishy things, like it's all around my apartment is like cutesy like things, but Too Faced, I don't know, it's just something that rubs me the wrong way, and the pink, like I just don't like it. But this concealer is very nice. It is oil free, I know, and it's Fair, which I think is the second from the lowest one. It blends really nicely. I know it's made with coconut water. It's all the rage these days. But I like this. The one thing I will say is that it will crease a little bit, so you need to set it. But other than that, I really like this, and it's, you know, easy to use. It's just the wand applicator, which is super, super simple. I really don't like the squeeze, like, concealery things. Two blushes that I've been wearing all month long. It's not Heatherette, but it's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Stereo Rose, which this one's probably from like 2 or 3 re-promotes ago. I just stuck it in this Heatherette compact because I actually have a full-size one of these that I'm selling on Mercari, which is like Poshmark if you haven't heard of it. I'll put my link down below, but if you are interested, let me know. I can, you know, hook you up with that because I back in the day bought so many duplicates of things and I really just don't need them. But as you can see, I've used this a lot. I'm wearing it today. It is just the perfect summery cheek. It's very coral, but it has like a built-in highlighter. It's just perfect. So it's still on my face since this morning, 7 o'clock at night, and I did this probably at 8 o'clock this morning. So that's awesome. Love that. I always break that out in the summer. Another blush I've been wearing all month long is the Dior Rosy Culo Healthy Glow Awakening blush. And this is one of their pH ones where, like, you know, it adheres to your skin tone. Had this for a while. Love it. It's just like a very pretty pink color. So that one's great. This is good for year round, but it's perfect for the summer when you want to be super natural, like no highlight or anything, and just have like a nice rosy cheek. It's really pretty. Fragrance that I've been liking is, I've probably spoke about this before, but it's the Nest Dahlia and Vine. I need to stop buying large sized perfume bottles because I never go through them. I have them forever. There's some that I've had for like 5 years, maybe more, that just sit there. I just finished a large size rollerball of the Nest Dahlia and Vine. It's my second one I think I've gone through. I love them because you can travel with them really easy. This came with 2 others from Nest from Sephora maybe back in January or Christmas time. The Dahlia and Vine scent is really nice, really fresh, really easy to wear, not overpowering at all. I love this so much. So this is my little backup that I have that I'm going to take away with me, and then I'll probably get another rollerball when I get back. This is probably going to be weird for some of you, but summertime, especially in New York City, everywhere I would think, you know, I wear dresses basically every single day of my life. Summer, winter, doesn't matter. Like in the winter, I'm obviously wearing tights, but in the summer, I'm not. And I walk around a lot in New York, and sometimes your thighs rub together because, you know, some of us are not blessed with thighs that don't touch. Also, like, I don't know. But a blog that I read, which is Emma's Things. She's in Dallas. I think she's hilarious and super funny. I follow her on Snapchat and read her blog religiously. She recommended Gold Bond Friction Defense Smooths and Comforts. It's just like deodorant. You just rub it wherever you get friction. So it's good for runners. It's good for between your thighs if you want. And that's kind of what I do. I know that's not the typical thing that people talk about on here, but this is great. So yeah, it reduces friction, soothes and moisturizes skin, non-irritating and gentle enough for sensitive skin. So basically, you know, you put this wherever you want for friction protection. Unscented, it's just like a swipe and go kind of thing. The last item is I guess kitchen item or a coffee item, if you will. I bought this in late June. I went to a friend of mine's house, and he had this Muzudashi coffee pot by Hario, I guess. It's Japanese and it's used for iced coffee. It was like $16 on Amazon and it's good for cold brew coffee. It's my favorite thing. I love this so much. I brought it here. It's basically, it comes in two sizes. I have the, I think it's this, or maybe it comes in three sizes. I love like the size of it because it can fit on my fridge door like very easy. It's glass, so you have to be careful, but it just is, it comes in either brown or red, and it is a cold brew coffee pot. So what you do is, there's coffee in here, so this will keep for basically forever. But if I didn't have coffee in here, what you would do is this would be empty, and then you have this thing, which is like a mesh thing that just kind of sits right here. So it just sits on top, and then you put your coffee grinds in here, and then you pour water on top of it, and then make sure all the grounds get wet, and then you let it sit overnight or up to 24 hours, whatever you prefer. And then in the morning, you just take this out, you dump it out, and then like you have coffee. And this is great. The lid is great because it has like a pourer thing that goes on nice, but like, so this goes on really nice, and then it just sits in your fridge, and then you have iced coffee, whatever you like, and it's amazing. I usually get 3 days worth of coffee. I fill up like large pint glasses of coffee because I like coffee a lot. So I usually get like 3 days or so. Sometimes I'll have a little bit more in one morning. And then if I'm like low, like if I was like right here right now, I would use this and make ice cubes out of this and then just make a new batch. So this is great. I love it. I guess it makes 8 cups, but I probably have 2 servings for a time, but I love that. So I'll share that with you. And then last but not least, I wanted to mention this because like, who knows when I get back on here. It's so few and far between, but I just got something new from Sephora that I wanted to talk about because I used it last night, and it's just like a quick little preview / mini haul. Product is just one product, but it's by Herbivore, which it's like an all-natural brand, which has beautiful, beautiful packaging. I have their cocoa scrub, and it's just like this pink coconut oil sugar scrub, and it's amazing. I love it. I use it in my shower like every day or every other day. And then this is, this caught my eye on Sephora because it's Blue Tansy Resurfacing Clarity Mask with AHA plus BHA. I have no idea what that is. But the reason I got this is because I'm so obsessed with the Luna Sunday Riley Night Oil that this seemed like it would go really well with that. So I tried this last night. Basically, it's just like it's really thin. So I can't even really show it to you because it's like super, super watery, like a very, very watery gel. And what you do is you just put a thin layer all over your face, and then you wash it off with a washcloth in 20 minutes. And after I did, my face was just like, any redness was gone. It was just really nice. And then I finished it with the Luna Night Oil, and I went to sleep. And then the next morning, I basically was like, I don't really need foundation. I put it on anyway, but I honestly didn't need it. So I'll keep you posted how this goes, but so far I really am enjoying this. And it was about $45 to $50, I want to say. So not so expensive like the Sunday Riley Luna oil, but not super cheap either. I guess it's like same price as the Glam Glow, around the same. So I've been really liking that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.